few weeks ago, I lost someone very dear to me. She was brilliant, had several years of managerial experience, sharp, insightful, and full of wisdom. And just like that, she was gone. And with her went years of knowledge, ideas, lessons, and experiences, everything gone. That moment made me realize something that I cannot unsee. When people die, their knowledge dies with them, unless they have shared it either by way of mentorship, courses, or books. And that is why this conversation in this video about personal branding in 2026 is not just about visibility, it's about building legacy. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 reasons why personal branding is no longer optional for any of us. And number 3 is the one most people ignore until it is too late. So let's get straight into it. Because if you don't build your personal brand in today's world, you are invisible. And there is no better way to say it. And in a world driven by attention, invisibility is very expensive. So the first reason you should build a personal brand is because visibility creates opportunity. People like to believe, and I've been there before, if I'm good, I will be noticed, people will find me. But that's not how the world works anymore. Wake up. There are people today who are less skilled, less experienced, but they are getting better opportunities. Why? Just because they are visible. So let me ask you, if somebody is looking for what you do today, they're looking for a professional who does what you do, will they find you online? If the answer is no, that is a problem you need to fix urgently. Because opportunities don't just come to the best, they come to the most visible. But visibility alone is not enough, and I must tell you that. So there is a second layer that most people often miss, which is that personal branding builds trust at scale. People don't buy from strangers, they buy from people that they know, like, and trust. What we in the marketing calls the KLT index. And content helps you to build your KLT without people meeting you physically. I've worked for clients from the US, the UK, Dubai. Every post you share online is a trust building asset. So when people finally reach out to you, you're not starting from ground zero. You have some level ahead of the other people. So let me ask you another important question at this point. When people see your name online, what do they associate you with? Because that is your brand. If you go online now on Google, type your name, whatever you see there is your personal brand. Now, this next one is deeper than business and it's quite personal for me. And it's the one thing that changed how I see everything. The third reason to build a personal brand in 2026 is because personal branding will preserve your knowledge. So back to what I said earlier, I lost somebody that I still consider one of the most brilliant people in my life. And it hit me hard because I realized so much knowledge never gets documented. So many insights never get shared. So much experience dies with people. And my friend, that is a tragedy. Someone once said, when a person dies, an entire library burns. Think about that for a moment. And that is why I believe in what I call intellectual visibility. Giving your mind visibility by sharing what you know online, documenting your experiences, posting your ideas out there. Because when you create content, you are not just posting, you're preserving your thinking. You're building a body of work. You are leaving something behind for the generation to come. Let me ask you another question. If you disappear today, what knowledge of yours exists outside your head? Pause and think about that for a moment. Now, let's bring it back to practical outcomes because this next one affects your income directly. The reason number 4 to build a personal brand is because personal branding increases your value. Imagine this, 2 people, same skills, same experience, but one is visible and the other is not visible. Guess who gets paid more, trusted faster, and chosen more often than not? Exactly. Your guess is as good as mine. When you build a personal brand, you don't just compete on skill, you compete on people's perception. and perception truly drives value. So let me ask you, are you being paid based on your true value or based on your visibility? Think about that. And the final reason I want to talk about in this video is that personal branding gives you control. Platforms change, jobs change, economies change. But when you have built a personal brand, offline and online, guess what you have? You have an audience, you have a voice, and you have leverage. You are no longer dependent on one job, one platform, one opportunity. You become findable. And in 2026, being findable is everything. So let me leave you with this in this video. Personal branding is not about showing off. I've met a lot of founders and executives who think personal branding is actually bragging. No, it's about being seen, being understood, and of course, being remembered. Because one day, we will all leave this world. The question then becomes, will your knowledge live with you or will your knowledge live beyond you? Here's your action. Start small. Share one idea this week. Just one. Because that is how building a personal brand actually begins. And if you want to build a personal brand that creates impact, influence, and income and opportunities, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button because that is what this channel is all about. And if you're a founder or an executive and you want to build a strong personal brand on LinkedIn that gets you recognized, respected, and rewarded for your years of experience and impact in your industry, and you need help to do that, I'd like you to check my profile, send me an email, or leave me a comment. I will reach out to you and we can take the conversation further. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video.